Hey guys, Nebraska Farm Boy here, kind of with a really quick impromptu video for you today. I happened to have the camera out and it was like no wind, which never happens in Nebraska. There's probably going to be a tornado or something, but anyways, I figured that I would take the advantage of the calm before the storm. I wouldn't mind some rain, it's been pretty dry out here, to do a video. Did that make sense? I think I put something completely had nothing to do with the subject I was talking on into the middle of a sentence, and then I continued my sentence. Anyways, the topic of today's video happens to be kind of a branch off of a previous video I did. You can check that out. I'll link it at the end of this video. But anyways, the question I wanted to ask today is, if I'm my sister's protector, what happens when I'm not there? Now we're going to ignore the fact that there's probably other protectors in your sister's life. We're going to ignore the fact that in most normal functioning families, there's a father figure as well. I get it. Not all families are functional, but we're going to ignore that fact, so I'm not going to really harp on that fact too much. So what happens if she is somewhere, like she drives off, I know it's terrible, our sisters drive off, and we're not with her, and then a bad dude walks up to her in the gas station, okay? That's our scenario. A bad dude walks up to sister in gas station, and she doesn't have us, our amazing presence, to protect her. Okay, so what happens then? Now that opens a real kind of hard subject, because what I'm going to say is your sister needs to know situational awareness. She's going to need to know basic self-defense, but her self-defense is mainly self-defense. It's mainly just that. You're a protector of others because you're a boy, you're a brother. Okay, you're a protector of others. She just needs to know basic self-defense. That's what I'm going to say here. So don't go harping on her to learn all kinds of wrist locks and that kind of stuff that she's not really going to use anyways. She just needs to know some basic strikes, basic dirty moves, and situational awareness. That's very, very important to get out of a problem. You know, she can take out his eyeball, that's okay. That's cool. And that allows her to get away. Okay, that's good. Or like I think it's a good idea for everybody to carry a knife. But not everybody has to train knives the same as I do. Now, I train a lot of long distance. I train throwing. I train as far out as my knife can reach because I'm a protector, and so my area of responsibility is much further than the average person's responsibility, because since I'm a protector, I have not only my area my own personal space that I'm protecting, I also have other people's personal space that I need to protect as well. Alright, but for her, it may just be enough for her to poke some extra holes in the dude and he'll run off, okay? So you don't need to harp too much on the long range, on the big stuff, and remember that she's not as strong as you, so that you can't, there's certain techniques that work with strength and don't work without strength. Krav Maga is a very good, helpful tool in training, that kind of stuff. David Kahn, Krav Maga, he has a series of books. It's awesome. You should really check it out. So basically what I'm trying to say is really encourage your sister to learn some basic self-defense, but don't harp on her because she'll get frustrated with you because she's not a protector. I mean, granted, someday she may have children, someday she may, there's all that stuff. She may be a babysitter. So she is at some degree a protector, but the main responsibility does fall on men for the most part, okay? Just take that as your responsibility. So she's not the same kind of protector as you are, but she does need to understand that she needs to know some basic self-defense, but don't do it in such a way that will aggravate her, because it's really easy to, because I know I've done that to my sister. I've aggravated her terribly. I was making her listen to something today. She was okay with it, because I make sure I take everything really slow. I build up on things. I try to make everything kind of fun. Okay, I feel like I'm talking about a toddler. My sister's actually older than me. Well, some of them are younger, some of them are older. But no, I try to teach in a way that it's just fun. We're equals. Don't look down on your sister. She's very much your equal. I'm looking down on you because I'm up in a tree. But that aside, make sure that you are respectful with how you teach her self-defense. And I'm talking like in a teach her self-defense, not looking down on her, not prideful. And make sure that you really teach her self-defense that's applicable to her. Not just the stuff that you think is cool, not the stuff that you would train. Really think about what she's going to need. Like for her, she's probably not as strong as you, so punching is as effective. Elbows, much more effective. Knees, much more effective. Kicks, sure, that's cool too. I think it's a good idea to encourage her to carry a knife. I've been working with my sisters on getting them a knife that they can carry. more on that probably in another video, so stay tuned. But with all of that aside, that's really what you need to really be focusing on, is the quick destroying moves that will destroy the attacker so that she can get out of that situation as quickly as possible. And situational awareness, again, above all, situational awareness. Stay out of that fight if you can. Alright, so that's kind of what I got for you today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I did not go all over the place. I'm sure I bored you, especially when I was like, you didn't say that right, and so I started talking in front of the camera to myself. That's always bad. So, without any further ado, we will see you next time.